Oh, yeah. You totally own an air fryer. What's going on, guys? It's Tubasa back with another video, and today we have another entry. Because you know I usually do 2 entries a week because I somehow find the time in my life to write them. At least I did this week. This entry is from the 3rd of April, 2025. I was thinking about my age the other day. No particular reason, but I thought about how I still feel 21 despite being 22. Maybe I'm at the point in my life in which another year has no effect on me mentally or socially. Well, until I have kids maybe, or get married. I don't know. Maybe not much has happened around me to change me in any significant way. No new job, no long-lasting relationships, no pets, just my schooling, video games, and I. I keep thinking back to Breathe in the Air by Pink Floyd, in which they sing, "And all you touch and all you see is all your life will ever be." It makes me think about my life and how expansive I could make it. I think about how if I pursued some form of art, how I'd be able to touch more people and therefore see more of what life has in store for me. Currently, there should be a comma there. Currently, I'm thinking about how if I save my money over the next couple of years, I can invest in some equipment to make art and then post it online. From there, I'd work to make myself able to transition into art full time. I know it's a bit of a gamble, but I'm confident in my abilities to be creative. We'll just need to be patient and let time take its course. And there you have it. My age it feels weird. Like if someone were to ask me, "Hey, how old are you?" I legitimately have to think about it for a second because I keep thinking I'm in this state of, "Oh, I'm 21, but I'm older now. I'm 22." And I wonder if the same thing will happen if I'm 23 and 24. Maybe when I'm 25, I'll feel old. Maybe I'll have more physical issues. Who knows? Hopefully not, if I take care of myself properly and exercise and eat healthy and not indulge in junk food and being entirely lazy. But I want to talk about that song by Pink Floyd, Breathe, in parentheses, in the air. Because it is one song that I listen to, and I have this vision in my head of what the music video should be like. It's beautiful, by the way. And I always think about how I should commit to something artistically as something like this, like YouTube. I can sit here and make videos like this, and it doesn't cost me that much. It doesn't take that much time out of my day. The only thing it takes is finding what to write about. But there's a part of me that wants to create something that's just more than these videos because you or me consider effort into things. If someone puts in more effort and you can see it, then people are more likely to value it a little bit more, look at it a little bit more, get other people to look at it more. And so in that regard, I would be able to, expand myself to the world. And I've thought about art, actual painting and stuff. I think it would be pretty fun. I think I can make some pretty fun and interesting things. Mainly it'd be dark and brooding shadows, and it'd be a little bit more modern art, which to a lot of people seems very appealing because it's a lot of lines and squiggles and squares and circles and whatever. There's a couple of modern art pieces where I'm like, wow, that's cool, but also I could set up the exact same thing very quickly. Different outcomes, yes, and they're still both unique art pieces, but the amount of effort it actually took into making it, nearly zero. But besides that, if I wasn't going to do painting for art, I might do music. I have been making music on this channel, and I think it's good. But for me, I feel like I'm missing something, and a lot of it comes down to the fact that I don't have something to record either my voice properly. I love this mic, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to singing, I feel like I can't be as dynamic. Now, another reason I can't be as dynamic is I'm in a pretty large room as I'm recording these videos, and so it tends to echo off the walls. There is the boiler room, so that makes sound sometimes in the background, and I have to wait like 15 minutes before I can make another recording of my voice. And so I just right now don't have the proper conditions to make music. I could probably use this mic. I have before. It's just the amount of time it takes to actually put it in the EQ and get it just right to be able to produce something with lyrics. But I'm also thinking about actual instrumentations. I've been listening to a lot of albums lately, and I've realized that I don't have the talent to play those actual instruments, and so I'd have to make connections in order to get people to want to do it. But then I actually also need the proper mics, because this mic probably won't pick up a guitar that well when it's blasting awfully loudly, unless I can find a way how to go around that, which I could probably look up online and figure it out in like 2 minutes. Who knows? And then another thing that comes in artistically is writing. I like to write quite a bit. In fact, in this next video that I'm going to make, I'm going to talk about this creativity surge that I had last night and some ideas that I tossed around for a while. And I have created something in writing, and it's about 10 pages long, and I have all these other ideas for it, but it kind of stopped after the first chapter, if you will. And so I'm not sure if I just want to leave it as a short story. Maybe I should. I think it'd be a fine short story, but it wouldn't have really much purpose to it besides a moral dilemma. In terms of writing, I have yet to genuinely commit to anything, and I should. And that's the thing with art. I feel like it's hard to commit to one sort of practice, because there's another part of me that wants to combine everything and make comics. My only issue with comics is they take a long time to make, because not only do you have to draw them, you have to draw the specific actions that characters are doing. There's a purpose to every single panel that you're trying to tell, and it becomes a huge time user or time consumer. And as you know, I play video games, and video games is like something I like to do to relax, and that takes up quite a bit of my time. And so being able to split it between the two, in my head, it wouldn't work out. And essentially what it boils down to is I need to either choose one or the other. I choose to keep playing video games, get number one, whatever that I want to set my goal for, and then once I get it, transition now and just call it good on where I'm at in my video games, which would be not a bad call. Anyhow, I keep saying anyhow, and every single one of my videos, when I want to end it, or I'm getting to the end of the video, I say anyhow, and it bothers me so much. Oy vey. But I do hope these videos at least entertain you guys, make you fall asleep. Maybe what I'm talking about is super bland and boring. You guys don't care. I don't mind it. The point is for me that I just post this because in one case or another, I'm leaving a digital footprint for when I might die. I might die one day. It might be unexpected. It might be unjust. It might be too young. But who knows? And another reason would be if I do live long enough to get a wife, have kids, once they reach the age that I am, they could always look up this stuff and figure out what their dad was doing before he somehow miraculously got married. I don't know how I got married, if I ever did. Anyway, guys, I'm going to call it there, so I'll see you in the next one. Peace.